Steelers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now back to throw. He finds Coates complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. D'Angelo Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
On On second down, here's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. 7 yards remain now on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This is brought in at the 21. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week, and what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. And Green with a catch left side. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
And there's a flag on the play.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
First down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll run again with Marine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Another pistol look here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, it's Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the counter, here's Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Shane Vereen now gearing up to help lead this offense back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning now on 1st down. A dump off to Vereen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple of times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Manning going to try and throw on third down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, caught by Green. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Bell uses the stiff arm, and he'll cut it to the left sideline. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down and goal to go from the 7. Bell, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Fighting through. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Manning throwing on second down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The 38-year-old veteran, how does he do it? James Harrison coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On play action, it's Manning, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll get it up the middle. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Manning now on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One final try now for Manning. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did. And for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day.
So for Pittsburgh, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, It's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.